Welcome to Hiking 101. This segment is geared towards your head and a different gear associated with your head. Alright, first things first. Summertime, bandana. You could also wear a baseball cap. I really prefer bandanas only because it's a multi-use item. Use it to keep the sweat out of my eyes. I could use it as a rag to wash myself down in a stream. I could dip this into a stream, put it on my head, and keep me cool while I'm hiking. So I usually prefer a bandana over a baseball cap any day. Now as temperatures drop, as they are right now, I think it's our lows are getting down to 35 degrees right now. And so when I start my hike in the morning, I'm looking at like 35, 38 degrees. I would probably switch over to a fleece cap, just like this, up until it warms up to about 50, and then you can take it off. When it rains, I would probably try to stick away from a pure fleece cap and get something that's more like a nylon polyester fleece. I've had this in the rain, and when it gets soaked, my head got a little cool, whereas I had this in the rain and it was totally soaked and my head was fine. So it has more of a windstopper fabric on the outside, fleece on the inside. So in the cooler weather, I'm really going with this. I probably wear this more around town. As the temperatures drop further, especially at night, if I'm looking at freezing or below, I probably wear what's called a balaclava at night when I'm at camp. Balaclava is basically a garment. I'll just put it on for you. Yeah, this is going to be fast, so it's probably not on properly. But what it is it goes around your entire face, and as it gets cold, especially when you're sleeping, you can take this part and wrap it up around you. Now here's the problem with this that I don't like. I like this when it's like this, but when it goes over my mouth and over my nose, I start to create condensation from my breath. It's kind of difficult to breathe a little bit, so I'll just keep this like this as I sleep, usually in late fall, early spring. Now when it gets to sub-zero, not sub-zero, but below freezing temperatures, I'm looking at 30 degrees and below, instead of bringing this up over my face, I would opt more for a face mask. When I'm hiking and when I'm sleeping. The cutout for the nose allows me to breathe better, and it doesn't create the condensation the balaclava does, especially when I'm hiking. When it was 12 degrees, 15 degrees when I was hiking in the winter, I put this up over my face, and it was a lot of condensation, and when I took it off and the wind hit my face, it hurt a lot. I'm hoping to alleviate that by just wearing this and limiting the condensation that I'm having. Another thing is, what I like to do is I like to have a hat that I hike in, especially in the wintertime, and a hat that I'll sleep with. Now this is a BlackRock hat. It is from a Cottage Industry, from blackrockgear.com. It's a down-filled hat. It weighs 0.8 ounces, and it has the same insulating properties as this does. So it's basically no weight in my pack, and it packs into nothing. So packability, lightweight, insulating properties. This basically has everything that I need as far as a camp hat. So something like this for when I hike, something like this for when I camp. Now the other gear for your head would be gear to protect your eyes. When it's sunny out, the 3-season temperatures, you probably want to go with a pair of anteojos de sol sunglasses. Pretty easy. Now I would steer away from sunglasses that wrap right to your face and seal off. I usually have sunglasses that have a lot of gaps, one because when you're hiking and you're generating a lot of heat, you tend to fog up your glasses. Now when the winter time comes, a lot of snow on the ground, really cold, and you're doing snowshoeing, probably want to go with a pair of goggles. They wrap around your face, nice and tight. They have ventilation to keep the glasses from fogging up, and they prevent snow blindness. When I was hiking in the snow last year, I was really wishing I had a pair of these, so I ended up picking up a pair. You can pick up a cheap pair. I picked up a pair of Oakleys. These cost me on sale. I usually do all my shopping for winter gear in the summer or early fall. It cost me about 80 bucks. You can get a cheap pair for like 60, 40 bucks. Just time the sales out right. The other thing you want to consider for your head is what's called a headlamp. Now, my hiking style is I don't hike at night. So I don't need something that shoots out like a billion lumens and lights up the night so I need to see where I'm going. I just need something that takes me from the cooking area to my campsite to maybe somewhere, shows me somewhere I need to go to the bathroom, back to my campsite. So something like this, it weighs 1 ounce. It's called Petzl E-Light. It's fine for me. If you're going to be hiking at night, then get a bigger ass light. It's basically all there is to it. Need something that shoots out a lot of light? Get a bigger lamp. For my hiking style, this is basically all I really need. I think that about covers it for the headgear. Moving on.